This podcast is supported by MIDI Health. Are you in midlife, feeling dismissed, unheard, or just plain tired of the old healthcare system? You're not alone. For too long, women's serious midlife health issues have been trivialized, ignored, and met with a just deal with it attitude. Many of us have been made to feel ashamed or forgotten. In fact, even today, 75% of women seeking care for menopause and perimenopause issues are left entirely untreated. But here's the powerful truth. It's time for a change. It's time for MIDI. MIDI is not just a healthcare provider. It's a women's telehealth clinic, founded and supported by world-class leaders in women's health. What sets MIDI apart? We are the only women's telehealth brand covered by major insurance companies, making high-quality expert care accessible and affordable. Our clinicians provide one-on-one, face-to-face consultations where they truly listen to your unique needs. We offer a full range of holistic, data-driven solutions, from hormonal therapies and weight loss protocols to lifestyle coaching and preventative health guidance. This isn't one-size-fits-all care. This is care uniquely tailored for you. At MIDI, you will join our patients who feel seen, heard, and prioritized. You will find that our mission is clear: to help all women thrive in midlife, giving them access to the health care they deserve. Because we believe midlife isn't the middle at all. It is the beginning of your second act. Ready to feel your best and write your second act script? Visit joinmidi.com today to book your personalized insurance-covered virtual visit. That's joinmidi.com. MIDI, the care women deserve.
At some point after 40, many people begin noticing small changes that don't quite make sense at first. Energy feels less steady than it used to. Cravings somehow show up more often. Your body composition slowly shifts, even when eating habits haven't dramatically changed. Recovery from activities takes longer. Muscle tone feels less firm. Many people assume this is just simply getting older. But in many cases, one overlooked factor is involved: not enough protein. Today, we'll explore why protein needs change after 40, how muscle affects metabolism, and how simple timing strategies can support both daytime energy and nighttime sleep. I'm Jay, and this is Somnilopod. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am so glad that you joined me today. It started for me in my 40s. I would look in the mirror and I would see my dad's body instead of my body from my 30s. And usually beginning around age 30 to 35, adults generally lose small amounts of muscle mass each decade. This process tends to accelerate with age, especially in the 40s and 50s and beyond. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. It plays an important role in blood sugar regulation, physical strength and mobility, joint protection, metabolism, long-term independence. Age-related muscle decline is influenced by several factors, including hormonal shifts, lower activity levels, illness, and changes in dietary intake. Researchers often describe aging muscle as becoming less responsive to protein intake, a phenomenon sometimes referred to as anabolic resistance. In simple terms, the body often requires a slightly stronger stimulus from protein and resistance activity to maintain that muscle tissue compared with earlier decades. This does not mean extreme diets or excessive protein intake are necessary. It means being intentional about consistency. Many adults consume adequate total calories, but relatively modest amounts of protein, particularly earlier in the day. Breakfast patterns are often dominated by carbohydrates: toast, cereal, biscuits, oatmeal, pastries, fruit alone. These foods can certainly be part of a healthy diet. However, meals that are very low in protein may not provide the same level of satiety as meals that contain a meaningful protein component. Protein helps slow gastric emptying and can reduce rapid rises in post-meal blood glucose when eaten as part of a balanced meal. Research suggests that higher protein breakfasts may keep you feeling full longer, reducing hunger later in the day, help moderate post-meal glucose responses, and support more stable energy patterns. And for many midlife adults, increasing protein at breakfast is one of the simplest nutritional adjustments that produces noticeable improvements in appetite control and daily energy. And muscle tissue plays an important role in our overall metabolic health. So maintaining lean muscle mass supports glucose utilization, insulin sensitivity, physical strength, your balance, and injury prevention. Adequate protein intake supports muscle protein synthesis, the process through which the body repairs and maintains your muscle tissue. When protein intake is consistently low, the body may have more difficulty maintaining that lean tissue, especially when combined with reduced physical activity. So over time, gradual muscle loss may contribute to changes many people describe as getting softer and reduced tone, slower metabolism, less physical resistance, and increased fatigue. Maintaining muscle mass is strongly associated with a functional health span, the number of years we remain active, mobile, and independent. From a longevity perspective, strength and muscle quality are often more meaningful than scale weight alone. Muscle is not just about appearance, it's about capability. And listeners often ask whether eating protein in the evening interferes with sleep. And in most individuals, moderate protein intake at dinner does not disrupt sleep. Very large or heavy meals close to bedtime may cause discomfort in some people, but this is usually related to the meal size rather than protein specifically. Protein contains amino acids that include tryptophan, which is involved in the production of serotonin and melatonin, neurotransmitters that help regulate the sleep-wake rhythms. Some research suggests that pre-sleep protein intake may support overnight muscle protein synthesis, particularly when combined with resistance exercise early in the day. There's that word again, exercise. I know, I hate it. I just recently joined the gym again, and it's just something that I have to make a part of my life, just to be able to stay upright and above the daisies. Evidence that protein directly improves sleep quality is still emerging, but balanced evening meals that include protein are generally well tolerated for most individuals. A practical approach is distributing the protein intake across the day rather than consuming most protein in a single large evening meal. Some individuals find that a small protein-containing snack in the evening helps prevent nighttime hunger. Snacks like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, milk, a handful of nuts, a protein smoothie. The goal is gentle support, not necessarily heaviness. Now, how much protein are we talking? Protein needs vary based on body size, activity level, and health status, but many people benefit from aiming for approximately 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal. General daily intake recommendations for older adults often fall near 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, though individual needs may vary. And some examples of this are 4 large eggs, a cup of Greek yogurt, 3 to 4 ounces of cooked chicken breast, fish, lean meat of about 3 ounces, cottage cheese, a cup of cottage cheese, our protein smoothie. You can even substitute tofu or tempeh. Now, plant proteins such as beans and lentils contribute valuable nutrition, but often provide closer to 12 to 18 grams per cooked cup. So they may be combined with other protein sources when targeting higher intake levels. The object is consistency, not perfection. So small adjustments maintained over time often produce those meaningful results. Many health trends promise dramatic results through complicated routines and restrictive approaches. Protein is different. Protein's quiet. It's predictable. It's reliable. And when protein intake improves, many people notice, a more stable appetite, reduced excessive snacking, improved recovery from activity, better maintenance of your lean muscle, support for your metabolic health, and greater physical resistance as you age. Combined with adequate sleep, regular movement, and stress regulation, protein intake becomes part of a simple but powerful foundation for long-term wellness. I hope this has been informative for you. If you learned something, let me know. Hit me up at j@somnilopod.com. You can also reach me through YouTube and Facebook. And until we talk again, please remember to make sleep a priority. Thanks so much.